on the chain, raising him feet first into the air. The metallic sound resonates off the walls as I continue to raise him up. His hips come clear of the floor. His body weight takes over, and he swings, hitting his head on the bottom step. I hoist him over it and press the stop lock. He sways back and forth, suspended upside down from the first-floor balustrade. He is coming round, rotating slowly in mid-air. I take the knives from the bag and set to work. He jerks when he sees the blades. Now a different sound bounces off the walls, muffled screams and choking. I brush past him and climb 3 steps, grasping the hem of his trouser leg. He freezes. The point of the scalpel pierces the denim, and I slice downwards, severing the material until it gapes open to reveal his underwear. I do the same with the other leg. The material falls to his crotch. I reach for the hunting knife. The heavy blade makes short work of the waistband, and in 2 cuts his jeans and boxer shorts hit the carpet. I grab his shirt collar, cutting through the cotton at the back. This time he bucks and spins, swinging wildly on the hoist. It makes no odds, and the shirt is soon hanging in 2 pieces. I cut into the cuff, and in 1 slash the sleeve comes away. I do the same with the other. He yelps when the razor blade scores his skin. I walk back down the stairs to replace the knives in the bag. He is staring at me, bug-eyed, suspended by his ankles, completely naked apart from his socks. Well, a man has to have some dignity. I make my way into the kitchen and root around in the cupboards for the biggest pots I can find. I fill them with water and load up the 6-ring hob. The gas burners have a satisfying hiss as they crank up the heat. They're much better than the camping stove I was forced to use last time. I leave the cooker and return to the bottom of the stairs. The man is making a right commotion. His cock and balls are flapping around as he jackknifes his body, yelling at the top of his voice, as much as that is possible with a mouth crammed full of toweling. He's going to hurt himself if he's not careful. I reach into the bag and pull out a 3-inch square black box with a rotary dial on the top and wires dangling from terminals on 2 sides. I remove a plug from the wall socket and replace it with my own. The man stops making a fuss and watches me. The red LED on the box tells me we have liftoff, and I sit cross-legged in front of him. His eyes are the size of snooker balls popping out of his face. I attach a sticky pad to his left temple and another to his right. He flails his head around, but it's no use. He screams and resumes his jackknife acrobatics. I flick the toggle switch and the green LED comes on. My fingers ease the dial off the 0 backstop, and the screaming intensifies. The dial goes all the way up to 10. By the time I reach 3, he will be much calmer. Chapter 2. Acting DCI Ros Kray nosed her car into the driveway of 16 Farnham Close and came to an abrupt halt. 2 police cars and the crime scene investigation van were blocking her path. The doors to the van were open, and a white boiler-suited person was leaning into the back. Kray jumped from her car and flashed her warrant card at the sergeant holding a clipboard and pulled on a similar coverall and overshoes. She drew the zip all the way up to the top, hoping it would keep out the cold. She hated October. It heralded the onset of dark nights and cold mornings at a time when the roads were teeming with tourists. The arrival of over 1 million lights spread across 6 miles of coastline was enough to ram Blackpool until it was bursting at the seams. A tradition that had come a long way from when it had consisted of 8 carbon arc lamps, and when it was billed as the greatest show on earth, they convinced the world it was artificial sunshine. She also hated it because the 18th day of the month marked the anniversary when Rampton stuck a knife into her husband's neck and took his life. Today's date was the 17th.